Tonight is pub night. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. This is reality TV, right? This is the real stuff. Sláinte, guys. 25 years. You guys are insane, right? And what could you do, or what could you take out of this whole situation and use this to improve the product you were offering before, right? Just to become better.
You have to become an influencer, for heaven.
So I got my Business and Guinness t-shirt on.
Well, you have to grow your brand.
We really appreciate people.
Mustache flying all over the place.
We have to listen to them.
You have to watch this. You'll love this.
Maybe I'm too blonde.
Now the good thing is Julia hasn't came into the room yet. Always good on a Sunday afternoon to have a sip of Jameson.
So this time I brought my guitar along. What happened to your beard? I thought we were growing beards.
Sláinte. Sláinte chat.
And myself and my brother Frank, we're experts in horse racing.
And who won?
Well, my horse came 7th.
Well then, Sláinte Donal. Are you enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the show.
Fantastic. Caught your show when I was in hospital 2 weeks ago and it really cheered me up. Boris from London. Pretty cool. Saw garlic chips, cheesy chips, garlic cheesy chips, garlic cheesy bacon chips. What's the story behind that?
Matt, it's a family show. We can't talk about that one.
My penis was on fire. I mean, it was like as if somebody had set fire to it and then poured acid on it to put it out.
Okay, anyone else coming in? Message to the world. Business and Guinness, thank you guys for all joining in today. So you already got your wetsuit on, huh?
I'm Brendan the Navigator, born in Tralee in County Kerry.
I'm loving it. Isn't it a beautiful day, Matty?
What's the third one?
And he was trying to write my name there, and my name kept disappearing. And he was getting angrier and angrier, and I was afraid. I thought, no, I'm not going to be tall, and I'm not going to have a deep voice.
What do you think about the new situation? I just can tell you, I'm pretty much loving it, right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hophouse Guinness 13 was introduced in 2015 and it was launched with an interactive experience show which included a tour of the brewery and tasting workshops. Guinness Hophouse 13 is a double hopped lager and is described as having a fruity aroma including tastes of apricot and peach, having a full flavored taste that is crisp and hoppy without being bitter. It has a golden amber color with an ivory white head. Hophouse 13 is 4.1% alcohol by volume, though it can be 5% in certain markets. It was influenced by the craft beer industry, which had become very successful. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Business and Guinness. Enjoy the show and sláinte. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our 9th Business and Guinness live event with your host, Matt Victor, presented by Business Languages Augsburg. How are you? Happy New Year 2021. As you can see, we've been trying to improve the stream. We've got a total new setup for tonight. It was actually a quite spontaneous decision we made at the beginning of the week to host our Business and Guinness live event, but it's great to have you all here. Donal is joining already. We have Bruno. Bruno, how are you? Alex is here. Aggie's here. Hey, Aggie. And Garrett. Fotoflani, greetings from Lower Bavaria. Michael, how are you, buddy? Sylvia, good to see you. Danny, Bruno, the whole family are here. Great to have you here, guys. So, as you can see, tonight, Business and Guinness, I got my lights in the background all set up. Green, white, and orange. I'm pumped, man. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm pumped. And actually, have you recognized I'm not streaming with a green screen tonight, right? I got my static setup that I use in my online classes sometimes. Once in a while I'll also use the green screen, but we'll talk about that technology a little bit later. So guys, Matt, you're looking fresh, dude. I gotta bring that comment live onto stream. Thank you so much, Mitchie. I love those kind of comments. So, what will we be doing tonight? Well, plan is we're going to do an interview on online trainings, and therefore I have a very special guest from Augsburg, Kriegshaber, the mentor, the one and only Donal Oriata is going to talk about online training with us. Nice blurry background. Thank you very much, Flo. Thank you very much. And we're going to have a little tour. I'm going to take you on a culinary tour of one of my favorite cities, New Orleans. We'll look at the Big Easy. I'll show you some of my private stock, some of my private images. My wife and I were there in 2016. I'd like to show you a little bit about that city. And then at the end, sorry guys, we're not going to have a pub quiz tonight. We're going to play a different game. You're going to be in for a real special treat. Good vibes are in the house. I've got my Hop House 13. Hold on a second. I want to show you something really cool. My so-called beer cam. Look at this. What do you think? Oh, I have to show it to you later. But that's no problem. I got my Hop House in front of me right here. Hop House 13. Too scared for the names. Is that why no quiz? I'm actually scared of your names. You guys like the show. You like what you're seeing. Over there in the top right corner, Business and Guinness, scan for a pint. All the donations go into the stream that we can improve our quality. So, now that was the pumped up introduction. Very energetic. And let me see if our guest is in. He's already here. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, tonight we're going to interview Donal on the topic of online trainings. He's been an active English teacher, coach, my mentor for more than 20 years. Let's get him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Let's welcome the one and only Donal Oriata. Donal, can you hear us?
I can hear you, Matt.
Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me?
You look great. You look great. I can hear you great.
I'm feeling good. I was ill last week, but I'm back.
So what happened to your beard?
What beard?
What beard? So hold on, guys.
I'm saying I had a beard.
Well, I can hardly remember it. Man, you look great. I like your picture. You've improved.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. I'm going to give you a look at that later on.
Okay, good. Hold on a second. I'll bring us in here, guys. We're going. Where the fuck is your beard? Says Michael.
I never had a beard.
Where the fuck is your beard? So I'll switch
it. About that St. Brendan guy. That's people keep mixing me up with that St. Brendan guy. Look, this is me. St. Brendan is the hairy guy.
Hold on, I'll bring him in for a second. Can you see him?
See, that's it. That's who you're thinking of.
That's who we're talking about. Oh, he's looking 20 years younger.
Who, me?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, that's great. That's good to hear.
And Murat says, huh? Sorry, Donal. Go ahead.
No, but funnily enough, 2 girls yesterday in the class told me I should grow it back.
Aggie says she likes it much better. Loves it.
With the beard?
I guess without.
Let's see.
But hey, I mean, look, this is our first live show, 2021, right? And it's not because we didn't want to go live. It's because we really wanted to improve our stream quality, right? Just to work on our image quality, our audio quality. And hell yeah, I think we've done a great job. You look.
Let's see.
I mean, beard, okay. I mean, that really helped too, but holy moly. This guy won't get any alcohol without showing his ID. Says Michael.
I like that. Come on, Michael.
Fidelma says, the girls were wrong, never grow back. I do have to say, I like the chat activity tonight. Aren't they? They're on fire, aren't they?
Fire. It's good. It's good.
So,
a good show for them.
Yeah, I hope so. Very spontaneous, but we'll do the best. So, Donal, yes. As I said, topic, wasn't that a nice, did you hear the introduction, that energetic introduction? Bringing you on screen?
Very good. Very good. I enjoyed it immensely.
So basically the first question you already answered to that one. You said you were going to tell us a little bit about your background in a second, right?
I will.
Now, as I said, our main topic of tonight's interview is online training. And my first question is, imagine we could turn back the clock 5 years. Would you have ever thought that online training would play such an important role for you and for your company?
No, would be the short and pithy answer to that one, Matt. No. Funnily enough, about 10 years ago, I tried to get into online training. I invested in Second Life and things like that, and the companies just weren't ready for it. But no, 5 years ago, I would have said, no, online training is not for us. That's the simple answer.
Yeah, I could basically agree to that. I mean, I was always, I remember when we got hit, in March, I was like, I used to be the biggest enemy, when it came down to online training. Yeah, but it's amazing, right? It's amazing what 1 year can do with yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to work hard at it. We've worked hard at it, and we can put on a good product now. I mean, our big fear, Matt, was that we wouldn't. Business languages has always been about the teachers' personalities. All of our
Right.
teachers, they work very hard, they entertain, they teach, they use kind of everything that they've got. And we didn't know how could we bring that across online. But now we do.
Okay, that's
Now we've
actually
got
going
it
to be one of my next questions. So we'll just keep that point in mind. I think that's a very important topic. So just before we get to that question, could you tell me, in your opinion, what do you think are the main advantages of online training compared to, let's say, in-person classroom learning?
There are a lot of advantages. I mean, number one, think about subsidiaries. Look, if we're going to be global, we have to be global. Teams are made up of people who aren't always in the same building, and you can get them all into a class now, be it a project team, be it a sales team, be it people from your subsidiaries, be it even people in other countries. Material, you can do it very, very efficiently. You can call up material from anywhere. It's all out there on the internet, podcasts, videos, exercises, games, you name it. You can call anything up. The time and place, I think, is a big thing. You could do it at your own discretion. It's much easier to arrange an online training than presence training. They would be the three advantages that spring to mind straight off.
Yeah, flexibility is definitely something really big, isn't it, when it comes down to teaching? Right. Yeah. So those were the advantages, and I know this might not be the best question, but my question would also be: do you see any disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean, we have to talk about that. Of course, there are disadvantages. We have too much screen time at the moment. We're all online all day, every day. Social isolation, that's a disadvantage. Technology issues, that's a disadvantage. Funnily enough, I forgot to hardwire myself. And just before I came on, I had to run upstairs, stick in my DSL cable, because if you're not hardwired, the Wi-Fi can give up on you. It's happened to us a couple of times. Now we know we've got to be hardwired. So technology, social isolation, they would be the difficult things, and too much screen time.
Yeah, too much screen time. I mean, that was my problem in 2020, if we're honest. Like, I just spent so much time in front of the computer, working on this hard. And I mean, you too. And, even your hobbies and activities often took place on the computer. But 2021, I really, took into account I have to go back out, do walks. So what I do is, a good friend of mine who's watching tonight, Mickey, thank you very much for that advice. He helped me out with listening to podcasts, right? Listening to podcasts, going out for a walk, listening to just topics where I really never was into that in the past. So I really think that's something new and enjoyable, right? So kind of combining new technology and old technology.
Yeah, but you got to get out, you got to exercise, you got to keep your mind fresh.
So your brother just jumped in. He said, Frank, excellent quality stream, guys. Very impressed. Thank you, Frank, so much, man.
Hey, Frankie, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as I said, we're working hard, and it's just, you might have seen in the trailer. I mean, things change, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody out there, all the trainers, all the people listening that have to do online trainings and stuff, guys, live content rocks, and it's fun. You have to be passionate in doing it. You just don't be shy. The more you practice, it's like me. The more you practice, the better you get. And
Practice.
It's practice. Absolutely. So, I mean, do you see any? My next question would be here. It's just a great talk with you, Donal. First, Sláinte, what a great chat tonight. Sláinte, good luck. Michael says video and sound definitely improved. Well done. Oh yeah, we've had some issues, haven't we?
Yeah, but you live in it.
Now, do you see any social, developmental, or other pros or cons of virtual education?
Yeah, well, it comes down to, being yourself. Look, If you're giving an online training, just remember, these people are giving up their time to be there. You've got to be 100% there for them. They're very, very important. Yeah, you've got to do the small talk. Small talk is even more important on online trainings. Find out about people. Take notes. Ask them again. If somebody says, my daughter started in kindergarten last week. Next week, so how'd your daughter get on in kindergarten? Those little things make a social connection. It's very, very, very important. And it can be easily overlooked. I don't think you should get straight down to business. I really don't. I think meetings, presentations, there's always a bit of social interaction first. Now we can't be in the same room. So do it online. Do it as you would if you were there. Be yourself.
Right. And I'd like to add something on that point because, one thing, we're talking about when we're talking about online trainings, of course, it's important, good sound, good video. But, Donal and both of us, I've been talking to you about that recently. And what he just said is such an important point is when you're in front of the computer and you're talking to someone that you can really focus on the conversation. And I really had a lack of focusing on conversations in the evening because I've been sitting in front of the computer whole day and I wasn't used to it, right? So what I've been doing recently is training mindfulness. And mindfulness also, Mitch helped me out on that one, is really down to the meditation game where you sit there in the morning, you start straightening your thoughts, and it's a total different experience because you sit in a class and then you have the energy and you have the space in your head, in your mind, to remember those little, small, important things that people really know, hey, you're listening 100% and you're really taking them serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're dead right.
So so it's not just good audio and good video. It's also a great, very important, how good is the overall conversation content-wise, right? Okay. Donal, you look 10 years younger. Murat.
Thanks, Matt. Oh, that's Murat. Okay. Thanks, Murat. I appreciate it.
All these compliments coming in. Wow.
I got 20 years younger earlier, so you're a bit off, but I know my mommy is pleased.
Is she watching too?
Don't know. If she's not watching, Frank, send her a message. Tell her to turn it on.
You won't believe what's on TV, right? Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina always joins in. That's great. Sabrina, how are you tonight? How are you doing? So, I mean, the people that live in our area and a lot of the companies, they've known Donal. I mean, Donal's been on the market for ages, like a lot of our trainers have. Very experienced trainers, been out there in the business for such a long time. And as I said, it was a big change for all of us. He was my mentor as well. My coach taught me just how to teach and how to be authentic. Yeah. But I mean, what kind of tips do you have? Because a lot of my customers, they always, they're a little bit afraid. They say, Matt, if I have to present online, I can't be authentic. So my question is, you as pioneer of language trainings, how do you manage to stay authentic and online, and what tools help you to do it?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, you got to look good. You got to make sure your lights are okay. You got to make sure that you're in the right position, that your sound is okay. You've got to make sure that you have a plan. Small talk at the beginning, yes. But then you've got to have a red line running through the class. It's like as if you are in presence training. It's got to be very, very effective, very, very efficient, and very, very entertaining. Tools, yeah. In a couple of minutes, we're going to look at my background and we'll see Matt's background. You got to make it homely. Look, if you're in a boring office, okay, fair enough. You can probably use one of those Teams backgrounds. But think about your background. I one day hadn't prepared and I got into the class, picked a background. Okay, there's someone behind me, fine, started talking, and the person I was talking to said, you're a Minecraft fan. The hell is Minecraft? I'm 55. The last video game I was good at was Space Invaders at the end of the 70s. So, think about your background if you're going to use a background. And if you're not going to use a background, use a nice homely, welcoming, warm setting. Set the
Right.
scene.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't agree anymore. That's just so important. Especially if you're doing it for a living, right? I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so being authentic.
Worth putting a bit of investment into.
Yeah.
Stream desks. Stream desks are great if you've got these little buttons that you can click from one to the next scene. They're very, very good. Good microphone is important. Lights are important. Good camera.
Well, we have a good question coming in here. We got actually some really good questions. Chad is really on fire tonight. So Michael wants to know, what if your class has no cameras available, only sound? Man, I imagine it's very hard to keep concentration high. Do you have experience with that? Now, that is a good question here.
That's an issue.
It is an issue.
It works.
It works. It really also depends on who you're teaching in that case. That's something you have to admit. I mean, for example, a new technology which is being used, there's a big hype out now, is called Clubhouse. And it's an Apple app. It's an app designed for Apple or for iPhones, I'm sorry. And you can only participate if you get an invite. And I mean, I think they were worth 100 million with only having 10,000 members. That was like on the news 2-3 weeks ago. And they don't use videos. All they do is just do like virtual podcast rooms. So I also think it depends on the learner. Me personally, as a teacher, and me often teaching younger kids, younger adults, I really need to see my class. I'm honest, right?
I would agree with that up to a point, Matt. I mean, think about podcasts. You can learn very, very well from podcasts without seeing the person as well. As long as you're clear in advance, okay, we've got no cameras, we're doing it only by audio, it can work. It does work. Podcasts would be the idea. Of course, the perfect setup is good visuals.
Yeah. And companies are on the way. I mean, at the beginning, obviously, when COVID hit Germany and all the other parts of the world, a lot of companies were not prepared. I mean, they didn't have the IT infrastructure. They didn't have the hardware going. Meanwhile, they've also improved, and a lot of people have their own laptops or some kind of mobile device. And I mean, every basic device. I mean, look, I mean, mobile phones, for example, I mean, you can even stream with a really good, I mean, with an iPhone or an Android phone, you can really stream with that. I mean, using the camera. You don't have to have expensive cameras in front of yourself. So Fidelma says, I'm studying for a master's and it's all online currently and it's very interactive. I think Donal's advice about being yourself and a little socialization is really important.
Yeah, I can't emphasize that enough. You gotta make the social connection. These people got to know that you care about them. That's how we teach. We care about our people. We care about our customers. We really, how many customers end up being friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? Because we actually like what we do and we like the people that we teach, and we can do that online as well.
And I've made the experience, I'd just like to add here, I teach all kinds of age groups, and I've had a few elderly people that, I mean, they were the first to jump in on this online train. They love it. I mean, they were so interested in getting equipment together. And I said, could you get yourself a headset? And, like a week later, they had their headset together and they were so interested in participating and they just loved their online training. So Christian Fry says the companies did more than they would have done within 5 years without COVID regarding digitization. Absolutely.
That is true.
That is true. I mean, yeah, sorry, Don.
Yeah, and I mean, companies are looking at how much money they saved last year by not having people staying in hotels for courses, for meetings, things like that. How much money did they save on their carpools? It's not going to go back to how it was.
Yeah. So your mom just jumped in and said, Donal, you look terrific. Such a young man.
Thanks, Mammy.
That's nice. Hi, Brita. Nice to have you. How are you?
Yeah. I have a great picture of Mammy coming up later.
Let's just not forget, right, guys? We have time for that one. Let's not forget what happened in the past. You know what happened to him with Corona, right? We're getting back into business, and now he's back sharp, looking nice. Yeah, oh yeah. But I'm just thrilled to death. So what an interesting topic, and it's great that everybody's really participating. After our interview, we're gonna bring some people here live on. All of you guys that are listening right? You can join, even if you just want to join audio-wise. You don't have to put on a camera. We'll talk to you about that in a bit. So what we're using here is this called interview mode. And I'll tell you something about that later on as well. I do have one more last question until I want you to tell us a little bit about your background. Nice business trips will not happen that often from now on. Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, okay, we'll deal with that later. All right, I'm going to tilt my camera.
Just one more thing. How do you see the future of language training?
Yeah, the future of language training, a lot of it is going to be online. There will be presence training again, but companies are going to get used to having their trainings online because they're going to be working online. They're going to be holding their meetings online. They're going to be holding their presentations online. So a lot of them are going to say, look, we need to be trained online. It's going to be a big part. It's not going to be everything.
Okay.
A lot of our teachers want to get back to presence training. Yeah, great. We're going to do that too. It'll be, I won't say 50-50. It'll be more online than presence. That's my
something I said in one of the past streams is, the thing is, what was your product before COVID? What is your product afterwards? And if you were able to improve your overall range of services, then I think you did something right. So, So now, to your background, I think that's really interesting. And that's a very important topic. I'm going to bring you in here on full screen and maybe you can tilt. There you go. And tell us a little bit about your background.
I'm going to get out of the way a little bit because, people ask me, well, what is your background there? The far right from my point of view is my first ever football team. I was about 8 or 9, Tuberclare National School. We won a blitz in Athlone. Very proud of that picture. Beside that is Roy Keane, the man, the master, the myth, one of the greatest footballers who ever played. Maradona is my favorite footballer ever. Sorry for the Brazilians, but he is. But Roy was the greatest Irish footballer ever. In the middle, my kids drew that for me one time when I was going to Ireland. I was going to a Carol MacDonald's wedding. And it says, hey, Daddy, blah, blah, blah. I hope you have a good time. I hope you don't smoke and get drunk. And I hope you come back and bring us lots of presents. And I've had it ever since. I love it. Behind that is the Irish Proclamation. You can't see that. Beside it is the clapboard, I think you call it, that we used to use for our movies when we could shoot with Benny. Beside that is my baptism cup. So down, I'm going back over to the other side. That's just my box for my Yeti microphone.
We just have a comment coming in. Liam asks, what's Roy doing?
Roy is pointing at Liam and Alina's picture.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
What are you doing?
Okay. So
my books. I just put the books there for conversation pieces. What I think is the great American novel, Dom DeLillo, Underworld, I beg your pardon. Flann O'Brien, The Best of Miles, brilliant Irish writing. The Bible. Everybody who knows me knows I'm not a religious man, but everybody should read the Bible sometime. Jokes. You got to have a joke ready. There's a book of jokes. Yeah. The history of pop music. Ulysses and Us. Ulysses is a very difficult book to read. If you want to read it, read this book at the same time. It's kind of a little cheat. It explains things for you. Loved it. Lost Highway about music and another James Joyce one. And look, that's my mommy and daddy the day they got married. A long time ago.
That's Rome. A long time ago, huh?
And then I got a few little things. I don't know if you can see it. Look, my challenge is to entertain, energize, teach. And what's that one? Interest. So that's my background.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is why I need to tilt so that I'm the same size as Matty.
Because I'm a small fella. But I got something working in the meanwhile. Thank you very much. That's really interesting, and that was the point where Donal said, you need something in the background.
Wait, Matt, beg your pardon. I have to put this in.
Hold on a second.
The most important thing: Ireland and Brazil. For me and Sylvia, there we are. Ireland and Brazil.
Oh.
In my excitement, I jumped over it.
That's beautiful, and that's live on stream, right? And all of our streams, if you miss a stream, you can, if you subscribe to our channel, you don't even have to subscribe, but you can watch our streams at any time. And I think that's also an advantage of online training when we're talking about that you can
You can record. People can
right.
come in later.
Right. Exactly.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's companies that's all they do is they record their content and then they sell it. So Michael says, nice background. I like it. And Sonia Regina says, I'm in Brazil now.
Yes, Sonia. Sorry about the Maradona comment.
Guys, what is your biggest lesson learned in terms of business in a pandemic? Good question coming in.
Our biggest lesson learned.
Yeah, I'd say
You have to have built up. Our customers have been so loyal. I mean, some of them, I don't want to mention names, but some of our customers have been so goddamn good to us in this pandemic. They want us to survive. Why? Because we've put in the hard work. Yeah.
he's asking, did any customers change faces? Well, no. I mean, like Donald said, I mean, the majority have been super loyal, but it's always the Germans just tend to have a really loyal business relationship, and that's something.
God.
Yeah, thank God. That's something I think Germany has to be super proud of these loyal relationships between customers and suppliers and stuff. So, and just business corporations is great. Now, I got something working I wanted to show you here real quick, guys, just on the fly. This is new. I'm going to pop this up in the middle. This is the beer cam. So the beer cam, I got a sip left. Sláinte, guys, you can see it here. I'm using the NDI technology. And you remember how we had to kind of pass over pints and stuff?
That's the thing. We have developed. We have come on a lot.
So I got my beer cam. I'll put my beer cam right over there. As you can see, we still got a sip left and bring it back out. Thank you guys for all these interesting questions. Now, Valerian says, very nice. Thank you. Okay, chat likes it. So as you can see, my background, Donald told a lot about his background. My background, with a lot of lights and all that stuff. I just loved playing around with the new technology and a very creative guy. I've always been a creative guy. And therefore, my biggest lesson learned was never give up, and it's not your fault, kind of,
True. That's true.
That was
very true. You got to keep going. It's very tough. It's tough for all of us. We got to keep going. There's no zero option. What are we going to do?
That's right. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring in some viewers from our chat. And Donald, could you help me a little bit to encourage the viewers to participate?
Participate. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. We want you, and we want you now. How do they participate, Matt?
I'm going to look into the chat right now. There is a call-in link. I'm posting it right now if this works, but it should work. There you go. And all you have to do is, I'll just move over here. You can see I've got a set arranged with my beer can.
The beer is there already.
The beer is waiting. But no, basically all you have to do is copy that link, paste it into your browser, and then it's easy from there. You don't have to use a camera if you don't want to. You can just join in with your audio. If you think, hey, my English is not good enough, hey, we're here to help you. You can even speak German. We'll do a little bit of interpreting. Portuguese, whatever kind of language. This is Business and Guinness pub night event, so you guys just enjoy it, all right? So, Sláinte Donal, I will assign this person over here to guest 2. If anyone wants to join, as I said, I'd love to have someone spontaneous. That would be the next upgrade that our viewers interact with us on stream. But in the meanwhile, Donald, could you tell us, because you said you always have to have a good joke, could you tell us a good joke?
Well, I'm fighting with the tax office at the moment, Matt. I want to be able to write my toilet off to tax. Because, I mean, that's where I do my business. Matt, okay, I hope there's no kids watching, but the way when you're having sex, you help each other to take your clothes off. And then after you have sex, you always put your clothes on yourself. Why is that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, nobody helps you once you're screwed.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that one. I got to keep that one in mind. Actually,
If people don't join in, I'm going to keep telling these jokes.
Come on, there has to be someone out there. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There has to be someone out there that will join. All you got to do is copy and paste. I'll post that one more time for everybody into your web browser and just connect with your voice.
I'm going to tell a really cheesy one now.
All right, go ahead.
Why is the sky so high?
I don't know.
So those little birdies don't bang their heads. They're going to get worse, people. They're going to get worse. This is up to you. You've got to join in here.
Alex says he can't see the link. The link is in the chat. Should be there. I can't. I mean, I can see the comments flying in. So we didn't get the link. Okay, hold on a second.
Aha. So you see, this is another thing. Technology
Strange.
is not your friend. Technology will always mess with you. My brother Frank said this.
Can you
Technology,
get?
if you're trying to show something off, it never works. You've got to always have a plan B.
Okay, we have Alex. I'm sorry, Alex Leach coming in.
Alex is coming in.
Yeah, we'll put him on to guest 2. Hey, Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yes, we can hear you, Alex. We can't see you, though.
Yeah, I was getting the top on.
How are you doing?
Here's Alex, how are you, Al?
I'm good. How are you?
Don't chap.
Hold on, we got Frank. We got Frank here in the line. Put him on guest 3. Hey, Frankie.
And there's Frank.
Hello.
Can I just give Alex an introduction? Alex
Absolutely, go ahead.
Alex is a magician. He's a boxer, and he's a very, very talented skateboarder. Now, he wouldn't tell you these things, but I'm going to tell you those things. Am I right, Al?
Yeah.
And Frank.
He's also,
Frank,
a pretty cool young dude.
we both look what?
He's also a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, that's true. He's a cool dude, all right, but people would recognize that. All right, Maddie.
Frank, how are you doing? Thanks for joining.
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing, Maddie?
I'm good. I'm good. Lots of things going on, as you can see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt,
this is some pretty cool technology.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
On the technology point, Matt, how many people could you get into this? There's Kira. Look at Kira, my niece.
See, my camera just blew out, but that's no problem.
Hiya, Kira. I love your hairstyle. It's just like Frank's.
So we'll see if I get
Alex,
my
your
camera
hairstyle
back
is
in.
looking very, very good, I got to say.
Donal, in a few
Hey,
years,
Kira.
your hairstyle will be worse than Frank, so be quiet there.
Is she wearing her Business and Guinness shirt?
That puts me in my place.
And
Kira,
no,
very gorgeous.
he had it on yesterday, though.
She had it on yesterday. Very good. Very good. She's beautiful.
Unfortunately, she can only wear things for a few hours.
I see.
Well, that's cool. So, I mean, basically what we wanted to show you guys was, you can get 4 people. I mean, I want to tell you a story what I'm doing. I got a customer that I'm teaching online, and in 2 weeks they're doing a virtual kickoff meeting, and they don't have the technology. So they asked me if I can work in the background as their director. So I'm going to bring them in with this interview mode, fade myself out, and I'm just going to take them through their own show, right?
That's cool. That's great.
I mean, there's so many opportunities out there, right? So we have, let me see. Sylvia's also in the waiting line.
Really?
Maximum-
So how many people can you bring in?
4 people at the most.
4 people, okay.
4 people at the most.
Yeah.
I'll hang up then.
Wait, can I say hello?
All right, Al. thanks
Oh,
for
hold
coming in. Hi, Fid. Nice to
Fidoma,
see
how
you.
are you?
You're looking great.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye, we have a good
Alex.
game coming up. So, Sylvia. Put Sylvia here in number 2. Hey, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi.
Oh, I have another guy coming in. Hey, Sylvia, how are you?
Also, it's delayed.
Okay,
I'm
hold on.
fine. We are watching here with Rory jumping.
Hey, Flo.
Hi, Flo.
Can you hear us? Hi.
You can hear us, I think. Sylvia, are we delayed?
Uh, Hi.
Not so bad, but I keep on clicking on the live.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on right now. Flo, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look who's
And
here.
I
Rory!
Sorry. No delay here. Go ahead, Flo.
I delay also. That's okay. I would say you have nice backgrounds, Donald and you, and it's very nice to see you online on YouTube. And greetings to Sabrina.
Oh, yeah, that's your sister, right?
Sabrina.
Yeah, that's a sister watching us.
What?
Okay, thank you so much, Flo. Thank you for joining. You got a great background and a great picture, too. It's
like it.
amazing.
Thanks, Matt. See you.
Yep. See you soon.
Your background. is
Yeah,
great
it's
too.
coming twice, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's two computers there.
Okay,
All right.
Sylvia. Thank you. All right, that was good. That was good. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Wow.
So it works.
It works. Lots of interaction tonight. That was cool, guys. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Bavarian
lot of-
English. Flo did a great job. Come on. His sister
He did a
teasing
great
him.
job. Sister telling us that's Bavarian English. Bavarian English is English too.
Bavarian English is English too, yeah. Okay, so we got to move on. Jesus, we're running out of time. I wanted to definitely show you the New Orleans tour.
Oh yeah, the Big Easy.
The Big Easy.
I'm looking forward to this, Matt.
Me too.
It's a dream of mine to go to New Orleans.
It's my very special English. Well, guys, this was the most interactive interview we've ever had online. Thank you very much for all of you joining. Donald, thank you very much.
You're not going to keep me in. I want to see New Orleans.
You're staying in. You're staying in. But I just wanted to thank you on the great interview with online trainings.
You're welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please stay here. We're going to have a look at the city of New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. Can I hold on? I'm just nope, it's fine. And we'll move over here and welcome to New Orleans. And I'd like to take you on a culinary journey through the Big Easy. David says it's frozen. No, it's not frozen here.
No. This is my first time in New Orleans. Is it frozen? Look, Dave, I think that could be your internet out in Munster.
In Munster.
Munster.
So how about the
Anybody
others?
else?
Can you see us? Not here. Okay, so it's not frozen. All right.
All right, good.
Okay, then hold on. Let me just turn off this some kind of interactivity going on. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a closer look at the city of New Orleans, one of my favorite cities in the United States. As I said, a lot of my relatives live there. My dad lived there for several years, and everybody knows I'm a big New Orleans Saints fan, and they got their ass kicked from my hometown when I was born, from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tom Brady playing the Super Bowl against young Patrick Mahomes. So it's gonna be a great Super Bowl on. In 1 or 2 weeks. It's in 1 week already. Yeah.
In Tampa.
In Tampa. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So there's so much I could tell you. So I'm going to try to keep this quick and dirty. Let's call it like that. And all the pictures you see are pictures my wife and I had taken in 2016. Now this picture was taken at a souvenir shop. They have these little voodoo dolls, and we bought 2. And, yeah, just to take home my souvenirs. The New Orleans people believe in all kinds of wild stuff. There's a lot of things going on in the city. This picture basically is so powerful because it tells you so much about the city. It's just a colorful city. It has so many different, types of people, music, foods, all kinds of stuff. So this is why I've chosen this picture here. Few facts, New Orleans only has 390,000 people, but it's still the biggest city in Louisiana. And yeah, obviously it has a port directly connected on the Mississippi River. So it's a very, very important connection point. So New Orleans is famous for its distinct music, the Creole cuisine, unique dialects, New Orleans, annual celebrations and festivals, most notably Mardi Gras, And that was not too cool because at Mardi Gras, a lot of people got infected with COVID last year. The historic heart, the French Quarter, vibrant nightlife along Bourbon Street. You can ask Nicolas Cage about that one. And a prominent role in the film industry due to some tax incentives in 2002. And that's why New Orleans is also known as the Southern Hollywood. And to the left, you can see this picture we had taken. It was early in the morning. This is the Mississippi River. And this is the so-called River Walk. And you can walk this from a mall. It's called the Riverwalk Mall. And you can go all the way up to a place called Café du Monde. And there they have the world famous beignets. But take some time with you because you'll be up in queue for about an hour. So, historical facts. This is quite interesting. This picture here shows the steamboat Natchez in the background. New Orleans was founded in 1718. And as a French colony, Louisiana faced struggles with numerous Native American tribes, one of them which was the Natchez. And I didn't know that either, but now I know why that steamboat is named Natchez. So something even Germans learn at school is that Napoleon sold Louisiana to the United States in the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, and the city started to grow rapidly. Americans, French, Creoles, and Africans all joined and came to New Orleans. So I think that's also a reason why we have all that diversity. Now, tragic story, of course, everybody. I was in the United States in 2005. I was in West Virginia. I visited my dad when Hurricane Katrina hit the city of New Orleans, also known as the worst civil engineering disaster in American history. Flood walls and levees fall below design specifications and 80% of the city flooded. What a lot of people don't know is that it wasn't the Gulf of Mexico that flooded the city. It was the Lake Pontchartrain that flooded the city, right? And the lower ward was just, wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to tell you something on that, and that's the crazy thing, a lot of the poor people lived in the lower ward, and they all had to leave New Orleans because they had no money to rebuild their homes and stuff, right? So after the city started taking care of rebuilding the city, fast food restaurants like McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King were offering $10,000 just as a hire bonus because they had no people anymore to work there. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of some interesting facts, not the normal stuff you would hear. The history of New Orleans is crazy, and there's so many historical things that have happened, and it would just be too much. And I really want to talk about the things that I'm interested in, which is food and drinks. So music, music is also very important. Everybody knows jazz. The background, you can see our hotel. That was the Queen Crescent. It was a beautiful hotel right in downtown New Orleans, very close to Bourbon Street and all the important places. That's where we stayed at. And New Orleans, interesting enough, was the only North American city to have allowed slaves to gather in public and play their native music. So that led to New Orleans giving birth to what we know as jazz music in the early 20th century. And Donal and I are sitting on top. I'll just move him over. You can see a picture of Louis Armstrong in the background. So I hope this is interesting, guys. We still have more than 20 years, so I think it's quite okay. Now, this is where it's good. This is one of my favorite places of New Orleans. This is the Jackson Square. And the Jackson Square you can see in the background. And in the way back is the St. Louis Cathedral. Now, the Jackson Square is a historical park in the French Quarter. And you can walk around the Jackson Square and you'll see all kinds of painters and artists. From professionals to semi-professionals, amateurs, all kinds of stuff. Fortune tellers. That place is packed. You can take one of those coaches, go around the French Quarter. And the St. Louis Cathedral is the second oldest cathedral in continuous use in the United States. So it's very old. A lot of famous people, dead people, are buried there. And I thought that would also be interesting. American actor Nicolas Cage, who's really connected to the city, purchased an empty tomb to be used as his final resting place. And as I said, Nicolas Cage has also been kicked out quite a few times in Bourbon Street. And the cathedral is said to be haunted by Père Antoine, who is, according to the New Orleanians, that's what I think how they're called. I'm sorry, guys, if you're listening to this. According to them, after midnight mass on Christmas Eve, you can see him standing next to the altar with a candle in his hand. So as I said, they believe my wife and I were sitting outside. We were in one of those rocking chairs at my uncle's house. And this guy walks up with a huge snake, right? And takes this bag and pulls out this big python snake and starts worshiping this snake in the middle of the street. And then, yeah, that's normal. You know, that's like you see all kinds of crazy stuff like Marinada trips. Well, this is a treat for you because I know you love to travel. Right.
Yes.
And this, guys, I swear to God, this is a true story. We're walking around Jackson Square. And there's this fortune teller lady. And Julie and I were taking pictures. And she comes up with a cardboard in her hand. And it says, Ich spreche Deutsch. And we weren't speaking a word of German like. This place is haunted. It's a true story.
Voodoo. It's voodoo.
It's voodoo. Now, food and drinks, very interesting. A po' boy is a traditional sandwich from Louisiana. And they're really good. I'll show you a picture where we went to. And then there's another place called Central Grocery. It's an old-fashioned Italian-American grocery store located in the French Quarter. And they are basically the inventor of the so-called muffalata sandwich. And these are tips. These are things you guys have to do when you're in New Orleans. I mean, you don't want to go. You can go to these. They have cheap restaurants. They got very expensive restaurants. I mean, they got all kinds of famous chefs working there. But the muffalata sandwich, a po' boy, or some of the Creole cuisine like the jambalaya, that's something you have to try, definitely. And drink-wise, there's the Hurricane Cocktail at Pat O'Brien's, a huge Irish bar, indoor, outdoor, one of NOLA's most famous drinks. Light rum, dark rum, lots of juices. And then you have the hand grenade.
Bar.
Yeah, it's an Irish bar, Pat O'Brien's.
Okay, actually, I just want to jump in there, Matt. Sylvia or Liam, could you bring me a Guinness?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, hold on, I need to bring in my beer cam. See if I still... Hold on, guys, we'll check. Is the beer? Yeah, there you go.
Yes, there it is.
There's some left, okay. Now, hand grenade is also a very popular drink. You can get them in a place called Tropical Isle. There's several Tropical Isles, meanwhile, on Bourbon Street. It's a melon-flavored drink, hangover guarantee, vodka, rum, gin, melon liquor, holy moly. I have a video, but I can't show it. It was me the next day after partying, and I got a hand grenade at 11 o'clock, and I was sitting at the Mississippi River, and it was 40 degrees Celsius, and I had one, and I meant to be filmed. It was great. Danny, you might remember that one. It was a great time.
No. Thank you.
So, yeah, New Orleans is just a great place. And as I said, I'd like to show you some of our private pictures. Now here, there you go, slancha.
Slancha. Give me a minute to get it poured.
Take your time. Everybody that had just joined us, you missed the interview on online trainings, the interview mode. We had all kinds of people coming in. But thank you so much for staying with us and listening to my presentation. I hope this has been interesting. As I said, one of my favorite cities. And I'm going to take you on Julia and my special night. And if we've been together, we're married, meanwhile. And if we talk about all of our things that we've done vacation-wise, there's one thing we won't remember. And this was this night. And I'm going to take you on this night, all right? So we started off early in the morning, you can see with my backpack, typical tourist, and I was ready to get a po' boy at a place called Mother's Restaurant. And I wanted to go there because it was recommended by, you guys probably have seen the show, Man vs. Food. Adam Richmond has done a challenge there. So I walked into Mother's and I tried the very famous Ferdy sandwich. It's roast beef, baked ham, all kinds of stuff. We had one. It was okay, right? I want to be honest. I mean, I was super excited. I thought I was in for a huge treat, but it was all right, okay? But we waited in line quite a while. Now, the funny thing is, you can see to the left here, that is basically the place where the people would queue up. But we were just early in the morning there that we didn't have to wait in line. So after that, we went to the Central Grocery Store because I had to have a muffalata, right? Which is, you can see, it's a small Italian store. And the muffalata sandwich, as I said, is a deli sandwich. It's topped with fresh olive salad. You can buy all the ingredients in there as well. They sell the stuff. Capicola, Genoa salami, mortadella, sliced mozzarella, provolone cheese. Now, the real deal is I had a quarter of a sandwich there. They run you about $13. They're not cheap, but I mean, it's so big. And then you get a beer in a cup. New Orleans is the only place the French Quarter where you can drink out of an open container. It can't be in a glass, but plastic or whatever kind of container is fine. You sit out there, you look at the Mississippi, you drink your cold beer, and you eat a salty sandwich, and you're ready to start the day.
Hey, Matt, that sandwich in your hand cost $13.
Roundabout, yeah. But it's all fresh cut, you know, it's all fresh. I mean, it's a deli, like they really cut it fresh and stuff. I mean, it's also the price, you know, it's meanwhile, there's a lot of people that go there. But I mean, the guy in the back doesn't look like a tourist. I mean, I think he was probably the owner. He knew he was going to be on YouTube one day, so jumped into that picture. So then we went to Bourbon Street, right? And this guy, there was New Orleans always has parades going on. And we were just there, and there was this parade going on. This guy, the devil, he just jumped in, right? And then you can see the guy over here that I pinned up. I tipped him $10, and I asked him to play The House of New Orleans from the Animals. Right? Is it the Animals? Is that right?
Yeah, it's one of the Animals did record it. Yeah,
They did.
It's an older song of theirs. Yeah.
Who else played it? I can't remember. I think it's their older version. But
House of the Rising Sun you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a house in New Orleans.
Right.
Everybody's played it, Matt.
Everybody's played it. Nevertheless, I tipped him $10, and I knew I was going to need this video one day. So let's have a quick look at it. Guys, this was so amazing, and by that time, we were already on fire.
Drunk.
A little bit, I'd say. But I mean, every bar has live music. So here, we're in the famous Pat O'Brien's, and we're having a hurricane. You can see the guys in the back, they already had a couple of hurricanes. And you can see, but if you look back then, there's also, there's old people, young people. This is the beautiful courtyard. They have a really nice indoor place as well where you can sit in. It's a huge place, and I mean, this place is rocking. Like, I mean, you want to have fun, that's where you go to. Yeah. And we started, as I said, that was. I think my wife and I, we had two, and then we went back to the parade, and there was this guy. I won't forget. He had this, those American guys the people that sell hot dogs out of those trolleys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We've probably seen them in New York. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm sitting there on this hot dog trolley, right? And ordering one hot dog after each other. I was so hungry after these hurricanes. So after that, we decided to go to a place. Oh, no. Before I forget, we also had some fresh seafood, charbroiled oysters. Oh, my God. If you don't like raw oysters, you got to try the charbroiled ones. There's a place called Zorbas. I think it's owned by a European, actually, and he created this recipe. These are the original charbroiled oysters, and I mean, 2 oysters is like 1 pill of Viagra, so it's very good for you. I'm allowed to say that, ain't I? Yeah.
You are.
I mean, it's late night show. It's 5 to 8, so, and then then we went to guess what we are about to order. This was inside Tropical Isle, a place I was talking about. And I know you're all thinking about the hand grenade, but it wasn't the hand grenade. First, it was the hand-sized shrimp, jumbo shrimp. We also got fresh from the Gulf. That's my wife's hands. Fresh caught, cheap, deep fry them, hook them to cook them, really good. But yeah, you want to see the hand grenade. So talking about a shitty job, that guy, I mean, we're talking about 40 degrees Celsius, 100%, humidity, and he's taking $1 tip for a picture in that suit. But we got a hand grenade. They're evil, but they're good. And then finally, we went to the Harris Casino, which is open 24 hours. You can see the main entrance to the left, and the right, a little bit back, is the hotel tower from Harris. Both are connected with a tunnel, so you can play all night and then sleep in your room. Was great fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this tour of New Orleans. I hope you enjoyed it. And
that was great, Matty. I'm finally been to New Orleans.
A little bit, digitally at least.
Thanks for bringing me.
Absolutely, no problem. So it's 8 o'clock. Do we still have people here? Is the chat still alive? There's still 20 people in.
Wow.
Wow.
Excellent.
Well, then I'd say, you know what, guys? We'll play that game to the end. We have a new game, right? Donald, what do you think? Are you in?
I'm in. I'm
All right.
always up for the game.
All right. Well, what we're gonna do now is, sorry.
This
go ahead.
doesn't mean the quiz is over. We will be back to the quiz, but we're going to have this game.
Yeah, we're gonna be back to the quiz, but I wanted to try out a new game, and basically, this is also something I wanted to show you. What I do sometimes with my online classes is I play interactive games where they don't have to install a game. It's the same principle. You just need a mobile phone or a secondary device, or just open up a second tab, and you have to log on with your phone. Now, this game is different, right? It's not like Kahoot where everybody can join. This game, we have 8 active players. So the first people that log in will be actively playing. Everybody else, though, can join the audience. And this game, how should I explain? Is like, I think it's self-explaining. I'll throw it on, and then we'll go through it step by step. Donald, how does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I was just checking. I have my phone.
Yeah. Just give me a second here to bring this on.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, we'll explain it bit by bit. But guys, try it out. It's really interesting that you guys can see, meanwhile, what kind of technology is out there. And then next week, we'll get back to the pub quiz. And, yeah. Marcus won. Marcus, it's your birthday today. I don't know if you're here, but I know you won the t-shirt last time at our Thanksgiving special. I know it's your birthday. So, Marcus, if you do see this, happy birthday. And congratulations once again on your win.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So you can hear the music already coming in. So really,
Yes.
we really hope that you like what you've been seeing tonight.
Should we be seeing something, Matty?
Not yet.
That's okay. I'm just being impatient.
Everything's
here.
cool. Stream is running well.
I want
Everything's
to win
beautiful.
this game. So I want to.
So the game is called Guespionage. As I said, everybody can join. The first 8 are active players, and the rest will be joining the audience. All right. So I'll show you this in a second. I'm just going to make sure I join first, that I can control the game, basically. All right. So we're having problems loading it at the moment. This is just the way it is sometimes. It's no problem. Just bear with us, guys.
It's no problem.
I'll get this going.
Do you want me to tell another joke?
Go ahead.
I saw this comedian recently, and he said that if you shot Donald Trump through the head, the only difference it would make is that he would whistle when he runs.
I should know I opened the wrong game. Give me a second.
God, I'm going to have to get my book, Matt. I'm going to have to get my
Go grab your book. Yeah, you know, the stream's been running for quite a while now. Let's see. We'll get it. I'll get it running. I know I will. I've been doing this too often, meanwhile. You get used to this.
Why do swallows fly south in the winter?
Good question.
Because walking would take too long.
Sabrina says, what we have to do to get such a Business and Guinness t-shirt? Flo and I need a thing like that. You just have to win one of our quizzes. Next time we'll be playing the quiz. Tonight we're going to play a different game. If I can get this running. Aha. So make sure the family filter friendly is off. So, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm making sure that I'm going to be in first, and then I'll show it to you. So, now, here you go. What you have to do is you have to go on your web browser and go onto your link jackbox.tv. You can see over here, jackbox.tv, and enter the game code PIZU. And why can I hear myself?
PIZU.
Yeah.
And then enter your name.
Yeah. And I'm echoing. You got to check your sound. Donald, is your headset still plugged in?
It is, yeah. It's not me. But it was like this earlier when we practiced, Matty.
Okay. Yeah, but somewhere the sound's coming through. Could it be on your phone?
No, I don't have. My phone isn't connected to the internet. It's only on this one. This did happen earlier as well, Matty.
Okay. Okay, so we're full. Now everybody else... Hold on, I gotta bring your interview down. Okay, so... now, look guys, we have 8 players, and everybody else I want to join the audience, okay? Anybody that can't join right now, join the audience. We have Matt, Donaldo, Liam, Anita. Yeah, I got that one. I'm not that dumb. Chris, Svenny, Div, and Kiara. All right. So we're going to start the game. Everybody's in. We'll see how many people are in the audience. So, Donald, I have to put you on mute because otherwise it's echoing.
Constantly watching everything. Like when you put an empty milk jug back into the fridge because throwing it away seemed like too much effort. It all gets stored and cataloged for government use, but
I need another
you
pint.
use it to play espionage.
Now, if it does happen that you're kicked out, all you do have to just refresh your browser and you'll be back in.
Fun. Who's up first? I don't know.
All right, Liam. So, Liam has to...
Post-sneeze blessers usually say bless you, not gesundheit or something else after somebody sneezes.
So Liam has to guess. On his phone, you can type in your guess. There's like a little wheel. You have to check your phone, and then you put in your percentage. The closer you get, the more points you get. And the others have to decide higher or lower. So check your phone. I can't see anything coming through. There you go. And then press confirm. You need to confirm it. Quick.
Okay, we have a guess.
72. No.
Okay.
Everybody else.
Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. If you think the guess is off by 15% or more, you can get double points by picking much.
So you
higher
think
or
it's
much
off
lower.
15% more, you can get double points. So I'll take Donald out for a second here. Just for a second. And bring me over here.
People are saying lower. Okay, let's see the right answer.
People are saying lower? 76%. Holy crap.
I've got big points.
I got it.
Yes.
Woo! 72% was really close, Liam. Good for you, man.
Who said higher? Well done. You get points.
Anita and Maddie. Anita.
Who's up next?
Okay. Chris is up next.
We've collected data about everything, even this. After eating their bowls of cereal, what percentage of people lift up the bowls to drink the remaining milk?
I hate that. So what do you guess, Chris? The closer you get, the more points you got. Everybody else can start thinking. If you are disconnected, you just have to refresh your browser. So after eating bowls of cereal, how many people lift up the bowls to drink the remaining milk? 92. Oh. I'm going to go with much lower here. I'm gambling. Donald, can you hear me?
I can, yeah. I've gone for much lower as well.
Okay, it's echoing a little bit when I bring you in, so that's why I've got you down. Okay, I'm sorry. There you go. Big points.
27%, 15 freeze it and make cereal leave-in pops.
Svenny, much higher, you have to be 15% off to get points, double points. Right? And 93, that would mean it'd be 100 and...
Double points for saying much lower.
108. If it's not off by 15% with much higher or much lower, you get 0 points.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Monsters. Board games. Who's up?
What percentage of people
Divya.
prefer to play board games more so than electronic games?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Play.
Donna, what do you think?
What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Board games, I'm gonna go for lower.
Me too.
Because a lot of kids play electronic games. It's only us
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
That's a good guess, though. Kiara says much higher. Is gambling here, 60%. Everybody else, majority is going lower.
And Surveil says
There you go.
7%.
That's big points.
What pathetic losers.
Very close, Div. Great. Just off by 8%. Very good. Sláinte, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this new thing tonight.
See who got it right. Here's some points. Who's next?
Svenny is next. You guys got it, huh? You know how it works now.
What percentage of people would trust at least one of their parents to choose great marriage partners for them?
Jesus. Tommy from the bar would say, I would trust him as far as I could throw him.
And if you're in the 89%.
Right? That's what he would say.
That's true.
What percentage of people would trust at least one of their parents to Nah, no way.
See, it depends. Like, if this is worldwide, a lot of cultures, the parents do choose their
Okay, right answer
husband or
is
wife.
He ain't going anywhere with worldwide.
Much lower. Much lower.
You got double points there, yeah?
Who got it right? Here's some points.
Just behind it. Liam is winning, of course.
Okay, who's up next?
What'd you say?
Liam is winning.
Oh, is he?
We're sorry, but there's no way to speed up this next question.
Okay, escalators. That's exactly my
What
subject.
percentage of people usually walk up or down moving escalators, even if they're not in a rush? %.
That's a good one.
Okay, higher or lower? Breathe it in.
Oh, I got a glass here. 67%.
What
We
do you
got
think? Higher
majority
or
is lower. Divya's higher. Chris, what do you pick? Much higher.
lower? Now let's get to the right answer.
Ah,
36%.
all right.
You weren't within 30%, so no points for you.
No points from Maddie.
Let's see who got it right.
That's all right. I can live with that.
Bob, I've got some points for you. Next up, breathe it in. I'm going to search
All right, here's Kiara.
for- What percentage of people usually correct those who misquote lines from movies?
I'm not that type of guy because I don't. Donald, do you know a lot of quotes from movies?
I do, yeah.
Would you correct them?
I would, yeah. But I
see what-
normally know them right.
72%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
You're going higher?
I am, yeah. So many people misquote lines from movies.
Yeah, but I mean, that many people would correct them?
Running out of time.
Anita, I love your dick. Svenny, what do you think? Wow, Flo, thank you very much. Flo. Thank you very much for the $6 donation.
Right here, I don't give a good gosh darn.
29%, I can't believe it.
Flo, thank you so much for the $6 donation, man. Thank you so much. Sláinte.
Okay, who's up
Sláinte.
next? Finally, a topic of international importance.
If someone does, all you got to do is reconnect.
People can name the 6 adult Kardashian-Jenner children.
Oh, she got an important call. That's fine. The 6 adult Kardashian. Could you?
No.
Me neither. Anita.
Everyone, higher or
That's so
lower?
funny.
Breathe it in.
Oh, Kiara says much higher. Liam's leading with 10,600 points. But ladies and gentlemen, there's another round, but it's a final round where you can really get a lot of points. And you got to pick the top 3, so you'll see. Okay, Svenny's unfortunately has an important call. That's no problem, Svenja.
And Surveil says...
There you go.
13%. Of course, since 2010,
Big
dating
points.
the Kardashians has been part of the U.S. citizenship exam. Let's see.
Flo, vielen Dank nochmal, ne?
Ooh, points for you. Who's next?
All right, Donna,
All right,
here we go.
Pro, what do you have for this?
Women's shoes, that's your topic.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
What percentage of women own pairs of shoes they love but don't wear because they are uncomfortable? %. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Man, that's a good guess. I think it has to be somewhere around there. I'd say about 90, 91 maybe. 95 is really good. Every woman has a pair of shoes. Okay, Chris, are you still here? There you go. Everybody's back in.
And the correct answer is... 83%.
Ah!
Don't
Was-
believe it.
That was a good guess.
Respectable guess.
I got everybody points.
Who got it right? Smart guess. Here's your point.
Yeah, but double points is really bad. I mean, that's off 2%. Kiara and Anita.
Double downs.
Very lucky.
The answer is off by 15%.
Very good. So we're coming to the final round. Listen, everybody.
Round time. By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. What cartoon cereal mascot do people think would be the most annoying roommate? Let's see what people think.
That's a great one.
But only the top 3 answers will get you points. Ready?
Um,
Go!
Now here's where everything can change. Right here. So you can pick 3. Your top 3, right? Liam, Chris, hurry up. You got 3. You can select 3. The 3 closest get the
Remember,
most
you can
points.
pick 3 answers, not just one.
Hey Marinara, welcome back. How are you? Liam, okay, Chris still got 2 left. You gotta pick 3. You can pick 3 in total. 3 könnt ihr auswählen. 3 in total. Quick. Too
Let's
late.
see what answers you chose.
I got Lucky the Leprechaun. And Tony the Tiger.
And what are the most popular answers?
Hold on, Donald. Captain Crunch, come on. Ooh, Sony the Cuckoo Bird. Who has Sonny the Cuckoo Bird? Final scores.
Special
Drum roll.
someone. Breathe it in.
Liam! Liam! Hold on, Donald.
Congratulations, you're the most surveillant that ever surveyed.
Liam won again. And I don't know why, but I can hear myself through your interview. So I will close this. I'll put you out, okay? Do you want to say something real quick?
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining in. We love you. See you soon. Well done, Liam. Talk soon.
Thank you, Donald, very much for your interview and for joining and for all the support. All right? Bye-bye, Donald. So, ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to the end of our stream. I hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun. It was good fun. It was great fun. Slancha. We did the interview. We showed you the interview mode. We did the New Orleans tour. We had people coming in on stream. And we did a game, and I use these kind of games for my classes because they learn new words and it's interactive. And as I said, you can bring into 8 people. So any trainers out there interested in how to do this, give me a ring. I'll hook you up. Glad you enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, this was our 9th Business in Guinness. And yeah, we can't wait to do more. And stay healthy. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And planning on doing the next show in 2 weeks, which is... Hold on, just let me check that real quick. That would be... so bad. That would be the 11th of February. Great show. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you, everybody. Florian, thank you once again for the donation. What did I win? Yeah, I'll tell you next time. When I see you, I'll bring you a prize, okay? You can only win a t-shirt if you win the quiz. This was just, we're trying out new games and stuff. So I got a sip of beer left. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining once again. It was great. It was great having you all here. It was a really... This was actually one of my favorite online shows tonight. It was just, everything worked seamlessly, and you guys joined in the interview and talking to us. That means a lot to me, you know? Okay, I'm closing down the stream. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.